Hey, welcome back, everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane markets. It is Sunday, 11:47 a.m., June 22nd, 2025, and the freaking world has just went bananas once again. Just as we thought that things were under control, of course, we have war again, and the United States entering the Israel-Iran conflict. I don't think was good. We have to watch out for a lot of things that could potentially happen here. And the first thing that could happen is that the Iranians, being very smart people themselves, would most likely close the Strait of Hormuz. If they do that, then 20% of the oil that comes through that area will be stopped. So what do you think is going to happen to oil prices? Not good. Also, that would create huge inflation. Not good for the United States. That means that the lowering of the rates that we are looking at aren't going to happen. Now, this is all conjecture, and it's, in the future, but it seems that it could possibly happen. So starting off with sterling yen. Now, this opening in the Asia Open is going to be wild. So I suggest that, you just keep your powder dry. Don't even watch the Open. Basically, just let it run. If you want to, I'll be looking at it probably around 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time just to see what occurred. I'll have a better handle on things during, coming Monday. And I'll be able to give out some good points and good analysis. As it stands right now, who the freak knows what's going to happen? And I pointed this out in my last video. I want to take you over to good old Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. It broke the 100,000 psychological level. It's trading down now towards the CME market gaps that they had at 97,500, and there's another one at 92,000. So if this is any indication of what's going to happen in the Forex market, if you look at this is a 4-hour bar. That's a pretty deep breakdown right here. So that's actually showing that most likely this coin's going to attack the 97,500 level. Now, what does that have to do with sterling yen, dollar yen? It's the only market that's open for me to look at to say, how are they digesting this news? Obviously, they're not taking it kindly. So they believe that it's going, the crypto market is believing that this is going to accelerate. I actually happen to think that they're right. I hope it doesn't happen. I'm hoping that, somehow, by some miracle, there is no retaliation from Iran, but that would seem like really, pie in the skies type of stuff. So let's go on over to good old sterling yen. Had resistance at 197.08, pointed that out during the daily videos. We came pretty close to it. It got rejected right around 196.71. It really wasn't breaking down. The main point of support on that day was 196.18. That's still good. Now, I do believe it's going to be broken because what's happening right now in Bitcoin is showing it is going risk on, get back into the yen. So most likely we could be dipping down to 195.82. Now, I'm going to go a little bit longer term. I got to look at the longer term chart. Let's get rid of this arrow here. Dump that. Let's go over to the weekly. Okay, let's check out what the weekly is saying. All right, so here was the 197.08. Let's kind of get this cleaned up a little bit. It's kind of really nasty. That's a trend line that I don't need right now because that's on a 4-hour chart. Let's clean it up. Let's get rid of this guy. Actually, I'm going to keep that one because that's the point. No, it's actually down here, right there. So I want to get rid of this. Get rid of this. I'm sure that there's a way to get rid of everything. like a one shot. I've only had this for 10 years and haven't figured that out yet. All right, so resistance right up here, 197.41, 197 like '08. So if we're looking at so let's open this up a little bit. Okay, these white lines were swings based off of 8-hour chart. So this is the critical price, 192.73. Now remember, we've had a point at 192 like 25 for the longest time. If things really accelerate and we break that 192.60, all hell's going to break loose. I'm sorry, the point wasn't, it was this point right here, 190.29, not 192.29. It was 190.29. If this marketplace turns down and breaks this, it's going to trigger massive amounts of stops, and we could drive down to the 190, say 50 level. It's going to be completely chaotic in the open. We know that. So it's best if you don't have it. If you're short sterling yen, you're in good shape. Probably scoop it back at a really good price. If you're long, you're in the soup a little bit. So don't be afraid, to protect your position. Don't be afraid to reverse positions, but follow your trading plan. You're not in my trading room, so I wouldn't be able to offer you advice because I wouldn't know exactly where you are. Obviously, if you bought the top thinking the breakout, well, you're going to have a lot of wood to chop. You're going to be in a world of disdain for the short term. So let's go to the good old 4-hour chart here. Let's get some points on 4-hour. So as it stands right now on the 4-hour chart, we got a trend line coming from here all the way across. Let's get a trend line coming right across right here, right there. So there's the support point, 194.30 on the 4-hour. And if it gets popped, you're looking at an opening to 192.71. Now I'll have more information, tomorrow. This is complete, chaos. So let's go over the good old sterling dollar itself. Sterling dollar was in a tight, I kind of called it a bearish, neutral to slightly bearish. That could really play out, in the opening of the Asian market. We broke this main support here, short term. Okay, it's a 4-hour chart. Broke the short term support at 134.44. Next target, quickly we'll probably pump through this 134.15. So the main critical price on the 4-hour is 133.81. If that gets broken, we're looking potentially at 133, the figure. I don't expect any type of upward movement in cable with all this crap going on. So, again, please come and visit me on Monday, and I'll have better points to get short or long at, and we'll be able to decipher it better. Let's look at dollar yen. This is the one that I think is really going to accelerate downward now. We came up to a major short-term resistance point. This is a 1-hour chart. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. I nailed that point for the time being. I didn't go short. I'm not short or anything. I'm actually completely neutral coming into this, and I'm happy about it. I'd rather be where I am right now than, I wouldn't mind being short, but I'd rather be on the sidelines trying to figure out what's happening right here. Short-term, 145.32 is a critical price. If we break that, we're going back down to 145. The figure, a break of that has taken us down to the 144.61. All important support point is 144.32. If that goes, we're looking back down to this 142.76. It's not going to happen in one swoop. There'll be a lot of volatility back and forth. So, that's what we got going on in that crap. And here we go. Euro yen was in an upward movement. I was baffled by it. I didn't catch any. I caught a bit of the movement up, but I was always, leery of the move itself. I I just didn't understand how could the euro dollar, be pumping up against the yen when, the yen, the rumors are, they want to increase rates. The ECB already cut rates. But hey, that was probably already priced in. So as it stands right now, main support for euro yen is 167.40. If that goes, I believe that we're going to quickly move down to, I'm going to go down to this low bars close right here, 166.35. I'll break it up. It'll take us to like 166 the figure, Again, I don't mean to sound like, an idiot or trying to talk out of both sides of my mouth. War is always unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. I'll have better points on Monday. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, share my videos far and wide. I want to build a big trading community. And as always, keep your powder dry. Stay on the sidelines if you got nothing going on. Don't react off of what's happening in the Asia market. Just take your time and let's figure this out together. And remember, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.